Slavenatorski, and welcome to my channel. This is a continuation of a SAR series of pistols that I'm starting. I picked up SAR and I figured we would take a look at the next one in the line. If you've been here before, you know what to expect from these videos. If you're brand new, I hope that you enjoy these videos as well. Alright, so let's hop straight in. Today we are looking at the SAR 9 pistol in 9mm. As usual, we start with the packaging. Comes in this nice blue package. It's all plastic. Pretty decently constructed. I actually like these boxes. They have the sliding locks. When you open it up, I see it's pretty nice. You get the lock, like always. You get some swag, a SAR sticker. In the Ziploc bag, or at least it looks like a Ziploc bag, you get the owner's manual. This is for the SAR 9 series. When you take a look at the book, you have some pretty nice illustrations, black and red coloring. Looks like you have full color photos. So these are pretty nice books, very detailed, gives you all the information that you need. Pretty detailed too. Breakdown, takedown, yada yada, place for notes, full diagram. Good books that they put in these. Alright, so you also get, these are side panels that you can put on the pistol. These are rear panels. You get 3 sets of each. One set's already installed on the pistol. There is a squeegee. You have a bore brush, but it's just the cloth one, not the actual copper. You also have, looks like a push pin, or a punch. Alright, there are 2 magazines that come with the pistol. These are metal. 17 round magazines. They have the indicators for all the rounds. These are really nice magazines actually, compared to a lot of pistols. But you also get the pistol. And that's everything. You see everything's cut out. So we'll get this out of the way. This is the pistol here. As you can see, I still have the quality control. All of these are brand new. I figured I'd film the reviews right away for the opening, or the box opening. And I will do test footage for the range later. But you see, this is a very good looking pistol. Polymer lower, metal slide. Very solidly built. It feels good in the hand. Fits well. Full-size duty pistol. Let's go ahead and get the safety check out of the way. Nothing in there, as you can see. Nothing at all. Alright, so this is a striker-fired pistol, since there's no hammer on the back. You do have some very nice 3-dot sights that are very easy to pick up, very easy to see. I like these sights. Very large dots. These are nice. I actually really like this pistol. It's pretty nice. Let's go over the rest of the features. You have forward and rear serrations on the slide. So let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit so the camera focuses better. There we go. Now you can really get a crisp, clear look. The serrations are not too deep, just enough to get your hand on them. Of course, they're on both sides, so you can charge it that way. You can do your press checks, however you want to. The options available. You do have a slide release. It's only on one side. Slide release, slide catch, whatever you want to call it. Easy to access with your thumb. Not too hard to push down. I like it. Very nice. Ambi safety, or I should say ambi manual safety. Disengages the trigger. As you see, there is a trigger safety as well. You have the front rail for your accessories. All the information for the serial numbers on the bottom here. You have a front rail, or I'm sorry, a front serrations on the front of the trigger guard. It has a nice cutout on the bottom for your finger to fit. I like that. You have nice grooves on the side for your thumb. Those are on both sides, so your trigger finger as well. Very nice, very comfortable. Then we get to the back. The swell for the palm of your hand is perfect. I have very large hands. You do not have to worry about any slide bite with this. A good contoured grip as well. It's not just straight. It's not like you're just holding onto a brick. You have the finger grooves as well as the contoured back. Cool feature about this is the back strap as well as the side plates are removable, so you can have larger ones or smaller ones depending on what you want to do. Which in that case you would just punch this out and switch them out. I'll probably show that in the installation video to show how that works. But all in all, this is a very nice pistol. You do have the magazine release here. It is only on one side. There's not ambidextrous, but I believe you can switch it out to switch it to the other side. So that's not bad. But if you're a righty, it's automatically made for you. Slide takedown stuff is right here. You'll notice it's a little bit different than usual. It's kind of like a Walther. And that brings into my next point. This pistol is like a nice mashup between a Glock and an HK or a Walther. You have the HK grip, you have the Glock upper slide, and you have the Walther takedown. It's like, what I've noticed with SAR is they don't always come up with stuff that's brand new or unique to them. They take previous designs, improve on them, add to them, and make them even better and more affordable. All of these are made in Turkey. Again, I think it's Sarsılmaz. I still haven't figured out the correct way to pronounce that. Maybe somebody can tell me that down in the comments section. You see the quality control. Quality control. I think that must be how you say it in, is it Turkish? Is that the language there, I think? I might be wrong. I probably am wrong. But all in all, an amazing firearm for a good price too. These are cheaper than Glocks, and I think they're a little bit better than the Glock. Many more features. Maybe not as many upgrades, but I think you get a lot coming in your package at the price. Now let's take a look at that safety. We did charge it, so let's go ahead and listen. You see you get that indicator there too, that lets you know when it's charged. So it's kind of spongy, little resistance up to there, that's your brake. Check the reset, right there. So it's literally at the edge of that red triangle. Brake's a little bit behind the reset. So follow-up shots on this should be pretty easy. Now you notice you don't get dual strike functionality. Once you pull the trigger, that's it. You would have to either charge the slide if you didn't have any rounds remaining, or the round fired would actually charge the slide again and ready to shoot. So that is one downside, I would say. A lot of Taurus striker firearms have that dual strike capability. Many other striker fired firearms do not. But that's a small thing, not really a big deal. If you're used to it, you're used to it. You just take the firearm, load it up, put it around the chamber, safety on if you want when you're carrying it, good to go. Or if you don't want to carry the safety, you're fine too. That is actually a pretty long trigger with a trigger safety that works on there. Now I myself, I'm a little leery of trigger safeties. This one does work. What it is it has to be an entire finger or an entire item coming across the safety to have the trigger pulled. A lot of people know this already. I'm basically explaining it for the people who aren't familiar with it. And yes, I am sweating my butt off because it's incredibly hot in here. So, how the trigger safety works is, let's say something brushes the side of it. You can't pull that trigger because the safety blocks it right there. You have to push down on the safety to pull the trigger. So I'll show you it again. But that helps for brushes or things just coming across the side of it. The difference is, if you have something that actually goes all the way through and touches it and can easily disengage that trigger safety. So they're nice for some situations where you can get into trouble, but I'd honestly rather have a manual safety. I'm used to carrying cocked and locked. I'm kind of an old school guy when it comes to that, so that's just my opinion. But we're going to take a break now. I'm going to go get a drink or something because it's incredibly hot in here, and I know I keep whining about that. But we'll come back and we'll show the disassembly and the back strap switch out and such for the firearm. So stay tuned. Okay, so I was talking about how this compares to an HK in the P30 series or the VP series. I wanted to show why. If you take a look at these two pistols, this is the SAR 9. This is the HK P30 SK. This has been my carry for over a year now. Now, the slides, of course, you can tell the difference. This is more Glock, this is more HK. But take a look at the grips. Do you see where I say it gets the influence from? The HK has the removable rear panel, just like the SAR, as well as the replaceable side panels. And I did make sure both of these were empty off camera. Even the stippling in there is very similar. It's like the SAR is the same, but a little bit smaller. It's very interesting, isn't it? They even have the little mag wheel, what is that? Detent or little cutout so you can get the mag stripped if you need to. Just the HK goes down and around the magazine where that one is flush. But you can definitely see where the VP series or the P30 series, this takes a lot of influences from. And notice how that one has a very small trigger guard groove for your finger. They made the trigger guard groove much larger. It's very interesting. I like how SAR takes current firearms and compares them and then makes a firearm that's kind of the best of both worlds. I've always said, man, if I could just get a pistol that has the features off this HK and the features off this Glock and put them together or something like that, boom, here you go. It's the SAR. It's flipping awesome. I love that they do that. They don't have always the most unique designs. They do have some, but I think this is a very good idea to take, well, people like this of this firearm and people like this of that firearm. Let's mash them together and make our own thing. It's a tried and true method. It works for everything else. Why wouldn't it work for firearms too? This is pretty cool. So I just wanted to kind of show the comparison between these two so everyone out there can kind of see, oh, this is what he's talking about. But we'll be right back. Alright, so you'll see here we picked ourselves up a scale off Amazon, and we're going to go ahead and weigh the firearm with and without a loaded magazine in it. So go ahead and just see what weight you're looking at if you do want to carry this. So, let's turn it on. We're on pounds and ounces, because this is in America where we use pounds and ounces. Alright, so you'll see we have unloaded magazine, loaded magazine, pistol here. So let's get straight to the unloaded pistol. Nothing in the chamber, just the pistol by itself. You're looking at 1 pound and 8.8 ounces. 1 pound, 8.8 ounces by itself without a magazine in the chamber. So, we're going to load up a full 17 round magazine. See what that weighs fully loaded. Fully loaded, you're looking at 2 pounds, 3.2 ounces. So that's 3. Let me start over. 2 pounds, 3.2 ounces for a fully loaded magazine inside the SAR 9. And just for craps and giggles, let's weigh the magazine fully loaded by itself. 10.4 ounces for a loaded magazine. 3.1 ounces for an unloaded magazine. So you see where all the weight comes from the ammo. Yeah, just thought that would be kind of cool to add here. So hold on, we'll get right to the next section. Alright, and we are back. So I wanted to show everyone the takedown, disassembly, and reassembly here, or the field stripping. And I wanted to show the their side plates and the back panel, how you replace that for the grip. Alright, so off camera, what I did is I took the punch that they provide and punched out this little guy right in here. So that actually goes right in that slot. Basically, I just put it on the mat, smacked it with a hammer a couple times, popped it right out. It is very tough in there, which you kind of want, so that's not a bad thing. But since that happened, the back plate now comes off, and the side panels come right out. So this is your pistol without those. Looks kind of funky, right? So I presented all the different back panels that are, or the back panels and side panels that are available. They come in small, medium, and large. So let's organize these here. You have small, medium, large. And on the side panels, let me see, it's hard to tell the difference between them. So you'll see there's a significant difference. That one's flatter. I'm going to say small, medium, large, like that. Sorry, I was looking at them off camera. So those are your side panels. So I'm going to put the large ones back on because I always prefer that on my pistols. So those come back off. You'll notice I have these little lanes to put on there. So I did that upside down. That's actually the other side. So you can only put on one way. And if you actually read it, it says large left. So now that I realize that, let's check my math. Medium, small. So actually, let's show you the difference. Everyone would like that. All right, so let's put the small on first, across the board. Small. I like that. Not all firearms give you that option. So that's what the grip looks like with everything small. Minus the dog hair. Still feels good. Nice grip. My hands swallow it up easily. So we'll take small, everything off. And now let's go to, that's large. Let's go to medium. Medium, I believe, is the one that is initially installed when you get the firearm. So that's medium. Looks good. Feels good. It feels a little bit bigger. Feels out the hand better. Now we will try large. You can see right away there's a difference right on the sides. Put that fat plate in the back so you get a really big palm swell. Put that in your hand and it really fills out the hand a bit better. I kind of like that. That feels good. So that's how it will look like with the fat palm swell if you so choose. Or you can take those off and put the medium ones back on, and you can mix and match the different plates if you so choose. For now, I'm going to leave these in, and I'm going to show the takedown. I'm not going to put the pin back in right now because that's a pain in the butt. But takedown, it's similar to a Glock or a Walther, but it's pretty simple. It's one of the easier takedowns. You're just going to pull this back a little bit. So my shooting grip, I just reach up over the top, pull the slide back. You hear that click? Listen. Hear it? I'm going to pull that down, this little guy here, and just let it go. When you pull it down and keep it held down, that comes off. You do not have to pull the trigger to release this firearm to disassemble it. It's a nice feature. It's a little bit safer than a lot of firearms to take apart that way. So that's pretty cool. A lot of people are really into that. So I think that's good. Let's take a look into the guts. See everything inside of there. How it all functions. We'll move that off to the side. Now let's take apart the slide. So you have a dual recoil spring, it looks like. Little assembly here. Have the barrel. Looks an awful lot like a Glock barrel. And the slide. You can see the striker assembly all in here. And if you want to release all of that, you just pull this tab down, which I don't like doing because I don't like the striker to fly across the room. If I need to clean that, I need to clean it, but this hasn't even been to the range yet. So to put everything back together, you just reverse the process. Just like that. Then you're going to put the slide right along the slide rails. See where everything's fitted. Pull it back, that's it. Good to go. Everything is together and ready to be fired. So again, It looks a little wonky with the big ones, but you can change those out at any time with any of the others. And it would look really weird without those side plates, wouldn't it? Let me put the mediums back on. And looks a bit more normal with the mediums, I would say. It still feels good. Looks better with the mediums, feels better with the large. But, I don't know, I might leave the mediums on there. We'll figure it out. I can always switch them out as needed. And get that out of the way. But that's all you have to do for the takedown. It's very simple, it's very easy. It was made to be that way. I believe Turkish militaries use this as a lot of their duty pistols. Duty. I don't know why I couldn't get that word out. But yeah, that's pretty much it I had for it. It's a very easy pistol to use and operate and play with. I have no issues with it. And actually, let me just show you the camera to see how easy that pin is to put back in. Now that I think about it, I don't need that punch yet. So it goes in pretty easy. And if you wanted to just line it up, there we go. Punches back in, good to go. I probably go a little further. I apologize for loud noises. A bit more even now. Nothing's gonna fall apart. Alright, so again, I am very happy with this pistol. This is I got it for, I'd say, budget prices online. Would definitely fit the budget pistol category, and it's, I'd say, direct competition for a Glock. It has all the Glock features. It looks like a Glock. It has a little bit of HK features, so it could be direct competition for an HK too. So I don't know. You guys tell me. What are your thoughts on this? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Do you have one? Would you refuse to ever buy one? Let me know down in the comments section, because I definitely want to know everybody's opinions on this. And I'm going to see if I can get this out to the range. I need to get some more ammunition, because I have a fair amount. I really don't like using it because of just how much ammo costs nowadays. But we'll see. It's going to make me get into more BB guns and airsoft guns too, just to practice in the backyard, so I don't expend as many funds shooting. I don't know, do you guys like that idea too? Or does anyone else do that? Make me feel a little bit better if other people do it. But yeah, that's all I had for now. There are going to be more of these in this series, so stay tuned. We did purchase a few of these to review and kind of play with, see which ones I like and which ones I don't. If you did like the video, please give me a like, subscribe, anything like that. Share it to anyone you think that'll need it. And I hope everyone out there stays safe. Take care of your family, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye. Hello everybody. Fan is on 1. Let's see how noisy this is. Alright, so we are back. And actually let me start over so I don't have to make everybody listen to these noises. Alright, and we are back. So I wanted to show you, everyone, the Alright, and we are back. So I wanted to show everyone the takedown of Disassembly.